It is TSM versus Burguer Boyz, my friends, and I won't be present during the first half of this map. Reason is, I was in the hospital, I had to take my mother there. Everything's okay, just doing some exams for her to see if she can find out why she's feeling pain in her back. But I will be back in the second half, so I see you in some minutes. I don't know how many minutes. Some minutes.
They're running back the same composition, but that's not necessarily the case this time, as Retro finds quite a few.
TSM's got a lot of trust in their fraggers, and so with Recoil taking up that second duelist spot on positions other than Icebox here, we'll see how they fly. Sim gonna get that first opening peek out, and Nanners, that window is done. No second chances when it comes to Sim, who is on a tear of his own across this split of challengers. Never been hungrier to grab those wins, and he looks like he is eating good this round. Another 3K for the Beast. And completely blocked away. It's all down to Bonnie on the high ground to try and find an opener. He'll try and jump down on the wall. But it'll have to be a rotation around that sage wall that gets Burguer Boyz to the site, and they won't get halfway through it.
Pretty much like dedicated to it. And I think Burguer Boyz are starting to realize that. Bonnie's starting out with a pick onto Sim. The Reckoning gonna get activated as well. As TSM still want to force the issue here, a Hunter's Fury comes out in response as well.
GMD is still able to duck back and find Bonnie. Still trying to play that stopgap. Retro has been planted on the cubby this whole time. The Recoil with this wraparound could be huge if Vora can continue fragging, and he does in time for Recoil to find that backstab. But now Alvin with a backstab of its own from beyond the tube. And it'll be a 1v1 again, as Vora has to take his time getting this spike down, where instead just hop on top of the barrier. Orban made out Alvin, but Alvin turns up in more ways than one. Once again, very vocal on the setup on this B site. KJ Util in the way, and Bonnie already hopping up with the Blade Storm! Another first blood for this Jet. So far, this stage has gone 73 for 41 in first kills, first deaths. Attack another one on. Retro holding down on the bridge. GMD already upstairs, but Bonnie's back, and Bonnie's fully loaded! God, he's just so entertaining to watch, isn't he? Let him get 4!
My goodness. He's been very consistent with some of those first bloods and all of that type of stuff, but immediately was getting shut down by TSM, and I think that's a very good protocol to keep that active, and just like that, look at this, Bonnie in danger, already going down.
Far too fearless that time around, and will get punished aptly. TSM now have no way in except Sim, who will bludgeon Retro with that op shot as the cascade falls. TSM, once again, committal to the site that they started firing at, and it may lead to their downfall. Sim again, offensive op, making it work. 3 kills for this Jet now. And it is really a Bakugan battle between these two duelists. Truly magnetic. Alvin will get walled away by this barrier, searching for some pot shots, and go ahead and hand one over to Sim as well. Sim gonna try and guarantee the lack of the sight line, the Reckoning onto the site, and the Dizzy to again sustain. But Bonnie still keeps the high ground and still gets the kill, the essential one that stops Sim. And now there's no tip to this spear, except for maybe Vora. Only one for that Sage, and that'll be all she wrote for TSM this round. TSM are currently undefeated on Icebox this split. This is also their worst attack half on Icebox this split. Can the narrative change any further? With the Sage Wall at 1 tap and Owl Drones released to see who's there to meet them, it's Sim up close, and 3 members of Burguer Boyz are walking right into a Sheriff fire. 10 HP and he walks away. Now another re-up, that's 3 for the Jet, and he's got to hold it down after Nanners grabs the headshot onto Recoil. Nanners is turned to clear. 7 with the Dizzy is able to distract and grab the right shot just to leave Alvin left. Little bit of space, little bit of lane, double swing, that Alvin manages! How is that possible?
I'm back, my friends.
However you want. This time though,
I had to take my mother
weaponry in hands, Alvin.
to the hospital today. Nothing serious, my friends. Just to make some exams.
It's an excellent start for Burguer Boyz.
She has a back pain.
Right now to take this map.
Trying to see what it is. We just cannot find it.
Something with just the Sheriff.
What is the problem, man?
Burguer Boyz will waltz onto this bonus.
She's feeling good. She's feeling good. Despite the pain, she's feeling good. And now I'm back, my friends. Now I'm back. Let's go.
This fight. 7 can manage the fight against Bonnie, though, who will walk up Snowman, because of course he does. So TSM do turn this to a 2v3. If they can get rid of one more gun here, that'd be pretty pivotal. Re-clear yellow with the Mosh as well. 7 still has the Dizzy available as well on the first tap. Killjoy turret gives a free peek though,
Wow.
and with the triple
Burguer Boyz looking good.
Another stack of petty guns here for TSM to try to meet the problem on an undefeatable A site. Of course, Sim is going to grab a kill before going down. And it'll breach the rest of TSM on the side. They do have these sheriffs.
It's just me saying that Burguer Boyz is looking good.
Hey, you gotta
And then
come back
Melo's
to
Joy
just
around.
in this now 1v2 after he's able to take away GMD. But recoil.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm
And
sorry.
it's a thrifty round from TSM. His targeting is decent, then Burguer Boyz don't even need to worry about recoil, but Sim is the one to find the early blow, and it's Bonnie that has to go
Sim gets
crazy.
another
Now
one.
TSM presses the fight. Sim on that offensive operator gets a
Oh, but the spike is going A.
defensive reckoning to fully flush
Yeah,
Burguer
out of
Boyz
there,
away.
bro.
With a minute
Nanners
on the clock,
has the
and
spike.
Alvin already
We'll have the
decently
pitch
up
after the
in
plant.
It'll be a 2v2 that still goes the
Sim
way of Burguer
already
Boyz.
changed to a Vandal. That's
I was gonna
good.
say, like, these rounds have been lightning quick. The engagement's happening right off the bat. Nobody's kind of playing slow. Everybody's ready to just run it down on one of these sites, and they're just going blow for blow. So plenty of time left on the clock here. Alvin in an excellent position, catches him off guard and closes it out on GMD.
Yeah, bro.
as
No one
well.
will ever check
Sure,
this angle.
Viper's Pit
I
gets
like
the
Alvin.
point.
I like it.
Recoil though.
Man, the recoil
You can tell
with Jet.
immediately scared spotting that
In their
guy
last
out
game, it
there.
was so
Sim
nice.
comes
Oh.
back around, but gets headshot immediately.
Man, there is a lot of
For the
insane
rest of
players here
Burguer
on
Boyz
Challenge
too.
TNA, bro. Who saw Satellite
Still got 3
yesterday,
rifles to
bro?
offer for TSM, and you know Bonnie's
It was
here
incredible.
early. Vor's
Actually
the one
incredible.
that has to fight him, and he can't. Alvin also with the mid lurk, and
Man,
Burguer Boyz have far too
tier
many
1,
options to work
it's
with here.
not real, man.
Almost.
It's an illusion that I
That last
create
kill
to
for
us.
Bonnie.
Make sure to keep a lot of this in control, then they can pull this one back.
TSM will be hanging on the outskirts of site this time because they have the Thrash to deal with the pre-plant. Oh, Bonnie unable to find a kill. Vora catches him tapping. And now with the Dizzy, TSM can fully swing this. Everybody's blocked.
Clean TSM.
This lurking A main as well, so no one can cut through
Okay.
main. Sim getting close with this operator and catches Retro.
That's good, man. That's good. Good
Great
dash.
timing that he's able to get away with now that the toxic screen shrouds him. Burguer Boyz can use that to their advantage too. Get that free plant.
Bonnie.
And Bonnie walks through it.
He's feeling good,
Takes care of
bro.
the Jet.
He's looking good.
A little bit slower this time, but keep an eye out
Vara has
on
ult.
the position of Alvin. Once again, watching mid here.
Bro, I'm
Bonnie's
impressed with
still going
Bonnie.
exploring, finds a recoil, stopping this before the retake can even happen.
Every single opportunity he has to peek.
Guy
for
can
a
sing
fight,
and
he takes
play.
it. No
Amazing.
stopping it. Drop down to try to intercept. It's not going to be in time. Bonnie's up to 3. 7 finally here.
Nice start,
The
bro.
rest of Burguer Boyz have already set their piece. 3v1 that the Dizzy will fully confirm is in lane. And the wingman will not get taken down by the Macho. Yes,
my
it will.
goodness.
Man, this is a good game, bro.
Second, though. As the lockdown rings
And this is
through,
impressive by
despite
Burguer
still
Boyz,
having enough
man.
time to go
Those guys
down,
are playing good
Bonnie
because TSM is looking
outside angle.
insane.
In fact, a mid push from 7 to get aggressive. Alvin stops both of them.
Man, so many great talents on NA, bro. So many.
Is the rest of the fight even necessary? Sure. After
Right, help us invest in tier 2. This guy, look at the talent. There's a lot of amazing players out there, bro. We need the money on the scene. We need investment. We need everything. Talent we got here, bro. GG.
To head to winners finals.
Left ideas, my bro. Please.
Under their belt.
Do something.
Oh, we're all looking at our Preds right now. A little bit nervous about that one, except for Ash, of course. But
This franchise
Burguer
system,
Boyz,
I
that just
hate it.
looks
Not gonna lie, I hate it,
good
hate it, hate it.
from them. Obviously, changing their composition to be something they're a little bit more familiar with.
Yeah, just a lot of stone tossing at the moment. Bonnie.
Bonnie's on fire already. Oh my god.
Welcome back to the lobby. And why don't we head right back to it?
Being overwhelmed onto the site, they're gonna last again. Excellent initiation, though.
Yeah, such a telegraphed push onto Ace or onto this C site, and with the breach available, Retro's just able to toss a couple pieces of his kit, and Burguer Boyz will immediately take back the mound that TSM just invested.
TSM, what's happening here?
It's only GMD sitting on the
The
stack.
forbidden round.
With a hit on the door, it's going to be an attempted bamboozle.
No!
Retro are not phased.
He's able to take a little bit of space here, but they will be moving into Practo here, hanging out on tree.
Vora, great prowler to reveal Practo, who still gets away with one on the fadeaway. And Nanner's now the next active position on site to hold. It's all to escort Bonnie on in. And as Sim tries to enter with the showstopper, there he is! On the operator now. And Burguer Boyz can go back to the passive play. Play for that neutral until the plant gets confirmed. They don't know where 7 is gone. He's only been implanted on the steps, though. Burguer Boyz fully on the drop. Haunt to clear out the drop choke, and so they'll just drop down from the zip. And Bonnie still gets one on the quick scope.
The thing is like, yeah, you're right. TSM's composition, it's based around fragging. It's based about getting that information, not necessarily for the stuns, because really they only have GMD being able to use that paranoia, but it's to confirm the location and then allow Recoil and Sim to just overwhelm with that duelist presence. On the flip side, though, Burguer Boyz, like, they're not even allowing TSM to get themselves set up for those opportunities. When they're getting ready to go, suddenly Burguer Boyz, they're using their utility to get those stuns out. You know, blind your opponent, and then suddenly you're dealing with a Neon flying in on you. And Bonnie secures that trade there. TSM very aware of where that Neon is, but still, Burguer Boyz have the numbers advantage.
Still continuing to hold down this lobby. Even with the null tossed at him, he just sticks around. Relay bolt into the re-up. Give him the ace. Pulls it out for good measure.
My... Yo, this guy is actually insane, bro. Actually insane.
That becomes a little bit of a tough time. Going head-to-head now. Bonnie's still able to come out on top in 7 trades.
He's just doing it again. He's just walking up to the A door and getting a free kill again. I'm going to lose my mind. TSM has breached the shear again. Sim blast packing in.
It's you and me.
It's Recoil with a follow-up on the kill contract. Dodged. Quick scope by Retro. Whoopsie. Nanners will clean that up. Sim still walking forward, though. Now it's Prakto's turn to play damage control. Now another 1v1 against Recoil, going for the swing trades. Until Nanners gets back on, can kill through the waterfall. 30 HP to clutch up against Recoil. Keep this game undefeated. TP's in! And he makes it work! We stay on. Burguer Boyz 8-0 on the defense. Are you kidding me?
Utility, difference of stuns, difference of flashes coming in. The CSM, they just want to take these gunfights raw. And well, if you're going up against Bonnie, that's not going to work out well.
This ISO is providing nothing except Recoil getting the kills off of it. And he'll finally make a path for 7 to be able to get one more. Rubble is TSM's for maybe the first time all game.
Bro, that's insane, man. I would never expect
from Retro,
this game to go this way. Never.
So it'll be slow going. Nanners still will stick around on site and intercept a Prowler. And a Steel Garden, for that matter. Alvin holds on to the gun, though. Takes care of Recoil. Nanners back on it. Gets one down.
Secure the round, man. Secure the round.
And TSM is stuck in.
Can still get 4. 4 in the pistol. You guys can drain.
Another clutch is in the cards for him.
Oh my.
And another 3K keeps this.
GG, bro. GG. Burguer Boyz is the best in the world.
More slower. Lot more quiet.
Bro, they got a crossfire there, but not even needed, man. Everyone on this team is playing amazing, dude.
They still don't even clear.
They are destroying TSM, who is looking good, man. TSM is looking pretty good. We are saying TSM is back. And then this happens.
They say shoot or shoot.
Look at it. Look at this. Bro, oh my god, he's even thinking about knifing.
Spike down, B.
Oh my god. Thanks God he's a humble man.
Okay.
Recoil
able to get one.
Saving grace.
TSM was looking nice. They changed everything for playoffs.
Let's go.
They run double duels. They won. They look good too. But this? What is this? Man, if it is ends 13-0, there's no spoiler blocker for you. There's spoiler on the title, actually, okay? You know I do this when it's 13-0. Maybe you don't know it, because it's so rare, bro. It's so rare.
Opportunity that's going to get utilized to the fullest. Paint shell is outside the window, and it's Sim's turn to finally get activated.
In the past, I would just put perfect game. Now I'm done with that. I just say 13-0.
Alvin with the attempted pinch on the link, and Burguer Boyz are going to try and pinch this before it really gets active.
Oh my god, not 13-0. Bro, every time we think about 13-0, it doesn't happen, right?
Has enough frags. Kill contract up. We'll catch one of the retreats. So Bonnie stands alone now in the courtyard, and Nanners
That's bad. That's real bad. Yo, but TSM, at least got 1 round, man. 1 round, okay?
And Burguer Boyz will
they avoided 13-0, man.
Threat.
That's what matters.
Sim dealing with the tailing Bonnie, and now it's the shorty jumps into.
Okay.
So Sim will deal with both of those threats from the courtyard. Now it's the rest of TSM that has to come up.
2 rounds so they can drain.
Vora finally will breach this entry, and Sim will meet him there. So B site will be.
But man, they got Raze and ISO on the attacking side, and they only got 1 round, bro.
It does feel like Burguer Boyz are overheating a little bit. They're getting a little
bro, stage 1. Of course they're overheating.
I know the scoreline is very heavily in their favor.
Bro,
if they let that happen enough,
what are you talking about? Stage 1. How you don't ever hit in stage 1? It's not possible.
This is the last round of the half, so we're going to be seeing this retake attempt. Could be 2v2 here. Sim, though, on the other side, definitely still alive. No paint shells available, though. No utility at all, actually, for TSM currently.
Stiff walk-ups. I've taken over the B site, cleared it away, but too much to check.
2 rounds, man. 2 rounds. Do you believe?
Microsecond they
I don't.
It's time the key here for Burguer Boyz. Retro being like, guys, make sure you check that box. Great paint shells on top of the C's, though, and Sim will grab a free kill. Burguer Boyz, of course, still willing to fight this out, and they'll even give themselves away a second time. Fault line only opens up one of the lanes, and TSM all standing in front of it.
Okay, maybe there's hope. I want to believe.
And it'll be 10 rounds long here on Lotus if they want to do it in the upper bracket. Alvin privy to a triple swing, but Sim will turn it. Great game sense from him. Now continues the trollops, and it's Recoil's turn to get a little slap happy. Down the river we go. Full paranoia to blind everybody out. Practo!
What?
There's no hope. This is over. FF right now.
Please.
Set here on Mound. TSM smartly backing things up as Sim's able to find Bonnie.
Nice
Yo,
activity
TSM,
from
I'm not gonna lie.
Sim
Too late to play, bro. Too late to play.
on the front lines. And
Don't come with another fake comeback. I'm tired of those.
Recoil tries to collapse that greed into a full-blown advantage.
We're gonna lose, just lose now.
For a 3v2, as the shield will fade away, and so will his space on this C door. So Burguer Boyz will at least get the Mound Orb.
I think Envy plays after this one, bro.
Position.
I wanna see Envy.
And on top
Rankers, Paper X 2.0.
For the one and 7.
Okay, TSM. Let's go, let's go. If you believe, I believe. And man, another great game from Bonnie. And Singman, 19 kills.
Don't want to speak too soon. It's going to be another gun round coming in from Burguer Boyz here. They do have 3 ultimates.
Even though it's 12-6, it's putting the numbers.
Rolling Thunder, I think, is going to be the one that could make the hugest difference here.
It's a great seize from 4 to feign control, and it allows GMD to fight, but the rest
But man,
of
Bonnie and
is here, and
Satellite
they just have more players
in
for it.
Infiltrator, actually.
Goes into a 3v2, TSM. And
Nasty too, LA.
Recoil meeting Bonnie as soon as he extends his arm.
There's so many
And we
insane
turned it back
players,
to
bro.
even Stevens for this full take, but Burguer Boyz unsure of where the rest
We
of
saw
TSM
with
is.
Scuba
Or,
on
excuse me, the other way around. TSM
Energy now, bro. He's destroying people there.
They will
He should be on VCT for a long time.
and will kill contract it. Retro gets
There's a
hit
lot of
by
players
it.
on VCT that should never be there, but I'm not gonna lie
To
to you.
dictate the rest of this game. And Recoil.
A lot, bro. A lot.
2v1. Alvin is
Some
forced to
who
play.
were there shouldn't be there
Now
anymore.
into this 1v2. Does have an ultimate available. Could slap the weapons out, but I don't know if this is the round to use it. Double swing comes through. Able to find 1v1.
GG! Burguer Boyz looking clean. Look at these players, bro.
Insane, man. What an
I'm going to be honest.
ending. Yeah, I don't think you expected them to take that. I don't think in any world you expect Alvin to win a fight like that. But in any world, I don't think a lot of people expect Burguer Boyz to have the kind of performance.
It is time, my friends. The GOAT, the legend, the face of Valorant is back to save the tier 2 scene, my friends. It's him. It stands, bro. O'Neal not playing smoke this time. He's so back, bro. Oh my goodness. What a great day to be alive, no?
But as soon as the smoke
And we got Ridex on Cypher, bro.
did not want to get hosed
Winthrop, I like you guys, but man,
Academy. Not
I
gonna play as
cannot
fast and loose yet.
cheer against my boy Vince.
Was, well, Infiltrator was gonna flank, and then that happened.
Eyes on this kid,
but
man. That's pretty
the
good.
Academy are marching.
Right now, though, you still have 10s inserted into the C cubby. So as it's not really being spotted by the camera yet, 10s could actually
Bro,
start
this
pulling
one will be
rotates and start
legendary,
moving
bro.
up and breaking this camera. But because they've already forfeited the whole sewer side for Cubert Academy, when they've lost Redux at the very beginning, you can't really walk back into
earlier today we got Marvin, man,
together and go for the
back
last minute
to
into the C side.
what an amazing
It's
day.
about to get tested.
Playing for the old made roster.
Dance between all the sites.
Now called
There's the
chats,
plant,
pets.
smoke in place, moves and flare together. No paranoia, but vibes, and I'll be on his way. And I would like this recon to be used first, so you can at least assess. Messy, but a big opener. As it's a double kill for moves. And 10 tends to pick things up, and not even the GOAT can do
Bro,
it
they
all.
trod
So
around.
Winthrop will take the pistol. How Winthrop like to hold A. Got a camera out, up close in sewers. You're gonna
Bro, this
drone
is a
out,
weird buy
see
from
who's
Kibert,
there.
man.
Redux
Weird buy. What are
ready
they
to
doing,
fight.
man?
Even while pinged, Big win for Ali. Got the double tap out. But
And then they're gonna win the
not
round.
that
Good
much
shots by
smoke.
T-Dog.
The big double kill for T-Dog sets up Cubert for success. Now
Because,
it's
man,
slowly
Knights
playing
was,
for the top of their
what,
tracks.
classic?
Think of what's next?
That was also part of the plan. Redux letting himself getting Owl Drone, getting picked off so T-Dog can pick up the Guardian and get 2 kills. So they went for a force buy after getting a plant for Cubert Academy, but it's not the good old trusty stinger buy. They tried to go for range because of this type of map where you're trying to go for picks at the long range distance, and you can't really use util to open up sites, so nice little picks to start.
Good fault line from Nismo. And Winthrop have to now battle through the smokes, depending on how Zor wants to pop out. Infiltrator with a big
1v2, 1v2.
timing. Now it's just moves in a 1 versus 2.
He got the trade. He got the trade.
But not enough against Cubert. Where Ali is. Good catch, Cubert.
Oh my
Wow.
god, 5v3
Player's gonna
already,
peek out
man.
of garage, you get the spike
They check
down.
there?
Gonna cause some activity for Cubert to recover that. I'm surprised that Blair
Nice.
and
You are the legend. You gotta check.
Go for more. Still an important cutoff point. Tens is down, traded by Redux. Spike continues its way over. Maybe gonna need some help though from Knights, especially with the paranoia. But now deciding, okay, there's way too much danger here. They're gonna go through A.
I remember
So
Redux
hard
playing
to get Macro. You've
controller.
already lost T-Dog in the
Sentinel
very
is the
beginning.
first
You can't
time.
drone into garage. You're trying to group up to hit up the B site so that it's easier for you to entry. But Nismo just got caught off.
In
The
Knights,
silver
man,
lining, at
on the
least,
best
is that they
change
have an
the
open site for C to play.
Cubert did
And they
was
also have
actually
better
playing
weapons
duelist.
to work with in the post.
He was the guy playing
Nobody
Neon.
really picked up, and only Flare finally picked up a rifle here.
Spike down.
Shot
Oh,
bolts
no.
and Recon so annoying out of Nasi, and Cubert couldn't plant because of that.
Yeah, it's a simple just take the site. They should smoke. I mean, they should have smoked Heaven at this part.
Okay, they got a
A
trade.
little bit too
Big
late,
one,
or
Dog.
too early rather before the smoke.
Hunter
blew.
Series,
Yes,
sure.
he gets traded out, but they're still running out of players now in the post plant.
Okay, okay.
Thankfully, finally Knights gets a pick.
And Winthrop lose the op too, so Cubert equal numbers. Now it's gonna be
Oh,
Heaven
Knights.
taken Sova through the front door. Nasi with shock bolts. Not feeling like he has enough time to flesh out these zones, and Nasi tries to do it all on his own. Now it's just up to Flare. Good paranoia. She could have combined that with his teammate. Perfectly synchronized, but now time is running out, and Cubert have
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
it's covered as Flare chases
Same
down
time,
this
same
last
time.
person. T-Dog is running for his life, buying time, and
Yo,
still
T-Dog
stays
is getting a
going at
lot
the
of big
end.
kills here,
That's how
man.
you play the perfect 1v1, but I like the idea. So you had the
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, Infiltrator is down.
or the smoke
Man.
rather, but at least Knights is able to.
I
answer
don't
that
remember
from
Tens
garage.
playing Neon.
I know
Flick
exactly
was
where you
gonna hit from
I saw him playing yesterday.
win condition you removed
Dude,
from them,
Aspas,
no
actually,
theft
check it out to my
because of that drop.
my video, man, that I did with
Redux
Aspas and
friends of Cubert,
and Tens,
figuring out
man.
which the weakest
All of their games, all their
is,
maps that
and
they
Flare
played.
was a
I made a
paranoia,
compilation, a
but
montage.
wasn't by
It's
his
on my
side,
secondary
so he took
channel.
a step
Aspas and
second to regroup.
Tens do, you might find there.
I like maybe just trying
It's
to
Mundi
get a
Valorant, the
different
name of the
angle
channel.
too through garage. It is smoke though, and because Cubert have all 5 alive, they have so many bells and whistles for this post.
I remember Tens
Even
in
having a
Euro,
drone
but
later
Neo?
on.
Yeah, I'd probably save for his Winthrop here.
Probably
He
he play,
buy
but
within the next
how
round.
much?
Trying to make it expensive is his next thing, but
Me,
after that
person.
HP remaining from Nasi, these last 2 guys have to save. I like the pivot though coming back from Cubert Academy. The
It's a pivot towards garage. Cubert are working the map, and Winthrop trying to keep up. Entry into C. You got the neon wall splitting up, and not letting moves get too much vision. The paranoia through. Cubert just are getting surrounded, and they need to pick an angle to dominate in. And with Infiltrator, it's gonna be hard. Neural Theft is gonna help Winthrop suss out where Cubert
Ali?
are going.
This solo a-hole.
One away from the ult.
He already used a double tap, so 1v1 here. Oh, he's screwed.
Okay, at least he continues
That was good, that was
to try
good.
and block some of this damage. He's gonna need help, and backup has arrived. 911, the ambulance for Winthrop has made its mark, and it's just Knights. He gets
Green
good
Chopper
trades,
looking
and
good, man.
Winthrop smokes, but because Cubert
Does this guy's parents know how much Valorant they play, bro? Lucky.
to keep up with rotations, to be stacked, and even develop a.
I'm not sure how it works there, but imagine you're paying for your son to go to college. You think there's some, like, I don't know, bad doctor, economics, I don't know. They're just playing Valorant, bro. All day, all night.
I was just spamming through the smoke.
But they're looking good, bro, so get sorted.
Gets 2 for the
Spike
road.
down A.
I don't know how it works actually, to be honest.
Infiltrator in this 1v1 against Knights. Who honestly could have even teleported at that window.
They probably have
Had enough time to plan.
to have good grades, right?
Infiltrator will be in heaven. Isn't gonna spot any targets. And based on the play, no, he's in hell and sends him
If yes, then
right
it's
there.
good and impressive.
What a flick from Infiltrator.
I think we all
He's
expected
not gonna isolate them.
to
so.
Tens to come here and dominate, but that's
Duel, like,
not realistic.
actually, that Yor has an isolation, and that's an opener against Nismo, and runs headfirst into Knights and puts him to bed, and opens up the B site for Winthrop to carry through, and there's only so much space he can make. Winthrop will have to make do, and on the flank, T-Dog with 10 HP, open for a backstab, isn't gonna have
Dance, time shine, King.
Is Redux in Garage.
You got this, bro. You got this.
Ready. If Redux wants to follow through,
Redux, what are you
that's
doing?
good backup. This is a good Winthrop pistol, at least in terms of health. But Winthrop still don't know where T-Dog is, I believe.
Bro, he's
this
solo. You're
backstab
gonna get the
will
kill.
still be huge. He's catching flare, takes his time.
Okay.
Tens has the most health too. Nasi's gonna turn around to deal with Garage, so Tens just has to finish up this round. No, Nasi!
Bro, Nasi is insane. He's actually insane.
Oh, an insane 1v2 by Nasi to
We're stacked on the
It
right
works.
side, and it's working. It'll get moves.
The Guardian
and
can.
a fall
I don't
line.
like these angles
Trying to
with the
assist.
Guardian, bro.
The rest of Cuba
Okay, Tens.
collapse on this Winthrop entry. All the rest, okay. This
Bro, Loki, I love to see Tens on Duelist, but for Kibber to win, I think the best choice would be to have Redux on Duelist and Tens on Controller, Knights on Sentinel.
Winthrop will march with what they have
Because
left. Infiltrator and Alley.
When they put Redux on Controller and Knights on Duelist, they are not looking good, bro. Terrible, to be honest. When he came back to Duelist, things go better.
Nismo shuts down Alley. This is what could
But
save Cuba.
we all wanna see Tens playing Duelist, right? So yeah, who cares?
The 11 rounds of Winthrop, unless Infiltrator.
But we gotta think that if they lose 2 games, no more Tens. So
but T-Dog doesn't want to drone himself.
What do you
to give his
prefer?
own position away. They just want to play the time. If anything, Hunter's Fury is going to be perfect in the last second when
I wanna see more Tens.
Infiltrator is going to try to plat. So you're just trying to play to your best of capabilities here with what you have in your pocket. Free kill.
Okay, there's hope, my friends. Are you guys ready for an epic comeback on Tens return?
Now 2 in
I
a
hope so.
row.
A very
Stats,
similar
my
trend of
friends.
how things kind of like just pertain
Nessie,
themselves
I
since the first
told you,
half.
man, the guy's
A lot
good.
of,
Infiltrator's pretty good,
rounds swung
so
here on the defensive
this thing is
side,
good,
but
man. This thing is
at the very
good.
beginning.
But I believe in the comeback.
Now,
Let's go.
With the shardie, with the shardie.
He's going in blind. 10's still there. And the flank is generated from Cubert through A. And the Hunter's Fury tries to pierce the hearts of the defenders. And Winthrop have an open sight, but Garage.
Okay, look at the flank. T-Dog. It's on you, baby.
You got flashes from Nismo. Ready for the count. Paranoia too. Still, Nasi is still able to
Nismo! When you need him the most, it always show up, my friend. Always.
Dimensional drip through Garage. While the rest of Cubert wait for what information he could deliver them. Omen, Cypher within the site. Paranoia, contingency forward.
Oh my god, the guy has a judge?
Judge where the sun don't shine. And Cubert
What happened?
left to pick up the pieces, and 2 tripwires are going to stop 10.
This is how we lose?
While Infiltrator heads back to dispatch that darn duelist. And it's not just him, it's T-Dog too. And Tens has it off, which isn't the most easy thing to try and push 2 people. What a pinch for Mally.
Okay, Kibert can
And
buy.
Infiltrator. Now everything feels pretty set in stone for Winthrop. Nismo's on the
Make
site,
it expensive in
but
Nismo. Punish.
and his position.
Yeah, man, Infiltrator. What is this round,
Love to see
bro?
that guy get online. Don't have the luxury of having a breach or something easy to get into the site. I guess Infiltrator will just shoot better. And that's gonna weaken that and get Cubert to scramble to fill those gaps.
Play Jet, bro. Play Jet.
playing in another player deficit now for Qbert Academy and playing Saucelet on C full retake, just counting on the trips for information so that you could double up into places.
Yeah, these guys are on fire, actually. Look at the shots they are hitting, bro. They're not giving chance.
Should be GG rate.
They're just cutting people's head off.
It's good teamwork out of Qbert, despite everything, even with the double swing. But Winthrop just the
GG, bro. GG. Calm down. Next map is Lotus, and Tens is pretty good there.
Also execute a little bit faster at the end. He left us.
Let's go, let's go. There's still game, my friends. Don't lose hope.
Early on in playoffs.
Wingtrop, well played. Well played. You guys are good.
Map pick of Haven. And now we go to Lotus up next. And it was cool to see Cubert Academy form that sort of comeback.
Right?
Here we go. Dance once